So, you want to buy a second-hand racing vintage bike. A couple of things to look out for. Number one, where are you getting it from? On the internet. Just try and make sure it's not stolen. You can never be 100% sure, but you can ask a couple of questions, ask for the serial number if it has got one, that kind of thing, and see what the response is. But it's always a gut instinct to know whether or not it is, and go with your gut instinct. Right, then once you've got the information, what make is it, all that kind of stuff, look it up online, see on places like eBay or Gumtree if there are any similar ones, and then that gives you an idea of perhaps what to look out for, and also the price. How much to pay for it, basically. Then when you get to the bike, the most important bit of a bike is the frame. So if the frame's in one piece, then you've got a bike that you can build up at least. So just check the frame's alright, look at the condition, is the paintwork alright? That's always a good giveaway. Does it look original? Has it been resprayed? Are there any nicks on it? Are there any scratches? Now check on the bits where it's joined. No breaks. Does it look straight? Have a look at the forks as well. When you look side on, are they in line, or do they look like they've come back? If it's had a knock, if it's had a whack, a frontal collision, they're bent back. So that's a giveaway. Some people say that that's a write-off. Superficial scratches and rust is not the end of the world. You can always work with that. If it's a good frame in the first place, then that's fine. Then you want to see what else it's got on it. Remember that every part that it hasn't got, you're going to have to put on. So has it got both brakes? It's got a saddle, it's got the stem, it's got the brake levers, the gear shifters, it's got two wheels. What condition are they all in? If they all look more or less okay, a bit of rust, like I say, surface rust like this, that comes up, you can polish it. If it's missing just a part or two, that may not be a bad thing. You can just replace one pedal. Tyres. Old tyres are often perished. The rubber perishes, and it cracks a bit like that. Now that's not the end of the world. Firstly, this has still got a tread. Perhaps if you blow this up, or if you put a new inner tube in, it'll hold air anyway. Unless you really want to. It's not unsafe. But to replace a tyre can cost as little as £10, and you can spend a lot more if you want, up to £40 on one. Check the wheels. Do they spin? Is there any give on them? That's something. If they're really rickety, then they'll need changing. Here's a spoke, for instance. But that's only a minor repair. If everything else is in good condition, then it's worth doing it. One last thing is the size. Now check online before you go what size the bike is that's being sold, and there are myriads of charts, hundreds of charts that you can look at to see which one would suit you. Now if you can ride it, obviously you can test it and see if it suits you. But check whether the one good thing to do before you go is to check whether the seat post will budge or not. Often they're seized. Now it's not the end of the world if it doesn't, and with a bit of work it can do, but sometimes it's a massive job, and that may limit the resale value, and also the the adjustments that you can make to the bike. You may be stuck with it that size. Yeah, when you do buy a bike, you can always replace the cables, things like that, and take it to a reputable dealer for a quick once over. But yeah, good luck, happy cycling, and yeah, see you next time.